Yo guys, it's your boy AMG Dens, and we're back with another live stream today, man. We're on a roll. I mean, it's a day off for us in the UK, so I might as well utilize it to the full effect. And we have no podcast recordings today as well, so we might as well try and make some progress on the channel. So without further ado, we have the Singapore Grand Prix in our F1 Manager Mode career. Lewis qualified on pole. Something happened to Max Verstappen during qualifying, and he was basically registered as not classified in Q2, even though he set a lap already, and then he didn't come out at all in Q3, which is very peculiar to say the least. So either way, we'll take that. We've got Lewis on the front row of the grid in first place. We have George Russell starting from third. And the most common strategy is recommended to us is one stop from the softs all the way to the medium. So it should be relatively straightforward, but again, we just have to take it lap by lap and to see how things go. During practice, there were quite a few crashes. Stroll, Vettel and Gasly crashed, so that doesn't really give me much confidence, and we'll definitely have to just keep our eye out on the tire temperatures and just keep our eye out on the pace so the drivers don't make too many mistakes. But hopefully everything should be okay as we get things ready to go. Just going to give Lewis his final instructions, and similar thing with George too. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to let Crofty do his legendary intro. Let's go.
It looks like clear skies tonight, with the drivers now in their grid positions. And here we've got Lewis Hamilton. They're in pole position, and they've got to be happy about that. And here we can see Russell. Starting in third place, they're in a really good position for this race. Will their hard work pay off today? We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Good start by Lewis. Very good start from Lewis there. He's gone board with Russell. Just tell him to push.
Let's lift and coast. Going.
Tell Lewis to push as well.
So struggling with tire temps at the moment. Yeah, Roger.
Hey Mary, what's going on? Nice to see you inside here. Man like David, you know, what's going on, bro? Hope you're keeping well. Lewis is a nice little gap to Leclerc, that's what we love to see.
Yeah, copy. Temps are climbing. Temps are now climbing.
Tell Lewis to ease up on the pace a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are well. I know today's been a bit of a strange one because it's a day off, but
But hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
Yep.
mood in the country has been a bit of a downer with what's happened to the Queen. Oh, did you go, David? Wow. Man, what was it like, bro? I could imagine it being really busy. I caught a couple of bits of it on the news, but yeah, man. I don't know if you're the first person I know that's actually gone to the funeral, bro. Come on, Russell. You need to try and get past Leclerc here. Oh, and you're working as well. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Mary. I agree. Just one of those ones where, like, I feel it for them, you know? Although, obviously, in a way, there have been times where I feel like I haven't been able to relate to the royal family. It's still sad, you know, because it's somebody's grandmother, it's somebody's mum. And yeah, like she's been the figurehead of this country and the state for a really long time.
Very good job.
Nice one there, Russell.
It's
Yeah.
a race position gained for a Mercedes.
Save a bit of fuel now.
Copy.
Right, so we can tell George, let's take it easy. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, it's been a strange one. You can tell that the mood in the country is at a really low kind of point,
DRS has been enabled.
just with everything that's happening on around the world. And yeah, I didn't expect her to kind of go out this way either, to be honest. Like, I always wanted the Queen to at least make it to 100 years old. So to see what happened, yeah, it's sad, but you just gotta be so grateful for life sometimes, because we all know that in this life, you know, some things, they don't last forever. Oh, I could imagine, David. I could imagine, bro. Like, when they do like the choreographed kind of like gun salutes and stuff like that as well. Like, it's crazy. Speaking to Mike earlier as well, and even he was just saying he felt really emotional just watching it all. Aww, sorry about that, Mary. Yeah, it's just one of those ones. It's sad, you know. But at least for the Queen, you know, I think she'll always be remembered like as one of probably the most endearing figureheads of the royal family. And from what I've seen and the stories I've heard, you know, like, she's always quite approachable. Dave said cannons are a mad thing. True, 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 true. I might have to actually go online and look for that, bro, because it's a madness. Oh, it's based in High Park Corner. Okay. It's not even too far for me. I'm gonna tell Lewis to save some fuel here. It's a bit over.
And think about increasing lift and coast just a little.
Understood.
I can imagine though, Dave. I can imagine. That's the thing as well. When I was hearing people queuing up for like 12 hours just to see the coffin, I was like, yo, this is mad. People are really coming out to show their respects.
Got yellow, yellow, yellow.
Okay, Vettel's had a spin.
Understood.
Let's see what happened there.
I'm praying that
Taking
doesn't
a
bring
look
out a safety
again,
car.
It involves Sebastian Vettel. Race from the car. What a
Ooh.
disaster.
It's lucky you didn't get damage.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Haha, man like MJ, yeah, man. Back in the flesh, bro. Back in the flesh. Wait, did they have the cannons in Edinburgh as well? Jeez. I told George to save some fuel as well.
Save fuel.
Copy.
Yo, I heard about that as well, Dave. Like, apparently Biden, all the other kind of like people, they had to come on a bus. But apparently, Biden came in on a really fancy kind of like, what do you call it when like they're all like following, like an escort basically. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, even to know that people internationally come from all over the world just to check out what's happening as well, it's crazy. See how the tire attempts are doing. Tires are a bit hot. Jesus, 15 cars, you know. They were not ramping at all. They really were not ramping. That's the thing as well, when you see like the presidential limo and then the guys on the choppers as well. There's like a huge lineup of cars as well, just like giving the president like a escort. It's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised, MJ, man. I wouldn't be surprised at all. A lot of people were just out. Loads of people were just out, just representing their countries, you know, to wish the Queen her final farewell. True, Dave. Nah, they weren't gonna take no chances at all, boy. They weren't gonna take no chances at all with man like Biden. But I hear it though, because even the other day, didn't the Japanese ex-prime minister or president get assassinated? Them things still happen, you know. It's mad. Alright, Russell kind of needs to pick up his pace, because apparently Leclerc's right behind him. Oh, he is behind him. Okay. Deploy. Pick up your pace a bit, Russell.
So push hard, push hard.
Come on.
Jeez, 6 cars, you know. That's mad. But I hear it though. Like, you have to have your protection at the end of the day. You have to have your protection. You can't like take chances. But you know what? For the balance of you as well, I did feel sorry for some of the people that went as well, you know, like...
Cool the tires as much as you can.
Come on.
Tell George to take it easy.
Tires are getting hot. Yeah, copy.
Alright, Lewis. Just ease up the pace there. Oh, Mike as well, you know.
Lifting coast.
Right, you can tell these guys to stop saving fuel now.
Reduce, lift and coast.
Covering.
Raw from 5 o'clock, you know. Jeez, David, man, I don't know how you do it, bro. 5 a.m. I was knocked out, boy. I was sleeping. If it's for work, I get it, man. I get it, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I haven't seen the country like this in a minute, though. It's strange to see this how everyone's reacting, you know. Right, tell Lewis to pick up his pace a bit. George is starting to catch him. Ideally, I just want to keep this gap to Leclerc over a second, because if he's in our DRS, he's going to give us a lot of headaches. No way, 6 o'clock in the morning. Are you for real, MJ? That's crazy, you know? All 4 former prime ministers were there. Boris is, yeah. I don't think we'll ever see a day where Boris actually like combs his hair. You know, the guy's hair is always messy. Tell Lewis to back down the pace a bit. Keep that the same. Keep on standard.
You have fastest lap.
can imagine as well, David. Yeah, hopefully things do go back to normal tomorrow. Terrence, what's going on, man? Nice to see you inside here, bro. Yeah, why is Verstappen in 14th? I think he had a crash or an incident in Q2 because he set a lap in Q2 and then there's X next to his name. So I think he might have had a collision. And then in Q3, when everybody was setting their final laps for the top 10, he didn't come out. So he's just been at the back of the grid. Either way, I'm not going to complain because he's leading the championship and we kind of need to make some points up if we want to try and win it in our first season with Mercedes. We brought 2 new upgrades. We brought a new front wing and a new rear wing. And that's the last of the upgrades we're going to be doing this season. So, basically, I'm relying on George and Lewis to make the most of this package because we really got to start developing next season's car. You're a Leclerc fan. Okay, good. Good, bro. At least we can all stand on the podium together then this episode. But yeah, Mary said, Dens, there was people camping out for days. I can imagine. I saw that on the news as well, you know. It's just nuts. It's nuts. But in a way, you know, you can't be sad when you see stuff like that because it's a sign that the country is united, which for a lot of times in the year, it doesn't really feel that united. So, can't complain at all. Man like JR, you know, bro. Right, we just can't seem to shake Leclerc, man. Leclerc's onto us like a rush. So we're gonna tell Russell just to deploy some energy. Just push a bit harder.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a lot of people are in the same boat as you as well on that one, Dave. Like, because that's the thing with the royal family, you know, the way they treated Meghan Markle, the way they treated Diana. You hear all this stuff about Prince Andrew as well, and apparently he's been reinstated his role, kind of, and his duties as well within the royal family. Yes, it's a shaky one still. It's a bit of a shaky one still, I can't lie.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
Yep.
Alright, we're just gonna have to pick up your pace a bit, brother.
And let's push.
Okay.
Oh, Terran, sorry, man, sorry. You know what the Ferrari strategy does around here, bro. You know what the Ferrari strategy does. Oh, man, I can't keep the fuel usage down, though, man. Like, I need to conserve a lot of fuel.
More lift and coast.
Copy.
So you got fastest. So charge your pack, keep the delta negative.
Copy.
I think the national anthem has changed as well. I think instead of God Save the Queen, I think it's changed as well to something different. George, no, George, don't fight, teammate. My guy was gonna overtake Lewis, you know. Lewis, you need to pick your pace up, bro, because George wants to attack you. Yeah, I feel a lot of people agree with you on that one as well, Mary, about like Camilla. People warm, I think, to Diana a lot more. Oh, does it not? Man, that sucks, bro. YouTube does that though. Like sometimes it will just, like, it will give you the notifications when somebody's streaming, and then other times it don't show your stuff at all. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre, but either way, I'm glad you're here now, bro. We got this stream, and then we're doing a bit of F1 2022 later on as well, so that's gonna be fun. Terrence, is that actually the line now? God save our money for better things than the royal family. Jesus. Man like Brooker in the chat as well, man. What's going on, bro? I hope you're well. Alright, we can put it back on standard.
And the wall.
Oop, somebody crashed. Oh! Who would you guess? Who
Now
would you
let's look.
guess?
We're watching Nicholas Latifi.
Bro, is he trying to rig the race because he knows
There's the
Verstappen's
crash.
not leading? Please don't be a safety car. Please don't be a safety car.
So just cool tyres down.
David said howler. You knew David was going to be in here with his customary howler alert. Right, hopefully we can stop saving fuel. Yeah, I get it as well, Terrence. Like, I get that, and then sometimes as well, like, people put comments in the chat and then it doesn't come up on the screen, which is really weird to me as well. I don't know why that happens. Either way, we need to kind of help Lewis save some ERS. Just gonna tell him to harvest.
So just charge that pack.
Understood.
Same for George too.
So charge a bit the pack.
Yep, fine.
Crash Tiffy. Latifi should be the FIA safety inspector. He's tested every single barrier and wall. Yep, it's true, JR. I can't even. That's facts. It's facts. You know what? Leclerc, it's a dark horse in this race. He's just been sticking with us. Let's go on board with him. Right, I think I'm gonna have to deploy some tactics here. So we're gonna go into George. We're gonna instruct George to hold the cars behind back. So hopefully George can block. Tell Lewis to pick up his pace.
Just push.
He's nowhere to be seen so far, Mary. I actually haven't seen Mr. Alonso. It says he's in 6th place, but he's 4 seconds behind Perez. So I don't think he's gonna basically be a feature of this race. Hopefully not anyway, for our sake. Ooh, Leclerc tries it round the inside. Oh, he's got Russell. He's got Russell. God damn, okay. Oh, that's not useful. Gonna have to tell Russell to pick up his pace. Oh, Russell side by side.
So use these tyres.
Side by side, Russell and Leclerc. Terrence's boy, Charles Leclerc, gets through. It's a good move as well. Can't complain. Brooker, yesterday me and JR were in like this Discord group and we're just saying that you have this affinity with the Porsche, man. Like, you love that Porsche. I don't think I've ever seen you drive any other car in ACC other than the Porsche, man. Porsche need to start giving you an endorsement, bro. Right, Lewis still has a 1 second gap to Leclerc. So he's still out of DRS. How many laps until we pit? Got 8 more laps. Oh, tell me about it, Brooker. They're insane. I've been like spamming the ERS button to try and get Lewis to drive away, and they just keep coming back. Especially Leclerc. Leclerc's pace has been very impressive. Maybe, Terence, maybe. Dens with Ferrari is plan A or plan Z for the strategy. Bro, Mary, hopefully it's plan B for barrier. Because right now, Leclerc's being a bit of a threat to my my race win here. Definitely think that Charles Leclerc could be a big feature in this race. The topic of Porsche as well, Brooker, what did you make of the whole Porsche Red Bull deal falling through? Always feels like Red Bull are up to something dodgy, because when they announced that deal, I was very, very excited for them, and then now, it's like, oh yeah, well, it's not going to happen anymore. I'm like, why? I mean, I kind of know why. I guess Porsche want a 50% stake of Red Bull, and Red Bull don't want to... Ooh, what a move by Charles, what a move by George Russell down the inside.
This is good stuff.
Sorry about that one, Terence, but we won a Mercedes 1-2 today.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
With these two battling, it's actually helping Lewis pull out a bit of a gap whilst he's saving some energy. But he needs to save some fuel as well. Oops, somebody locked up. Who was it? Oh, there's going to be a safety car.
Safety car, safety car.
Ah, crud. This is a headache. This is a headache. I wanted to go another 7 laps and jump on the hards, jump on the mediums. We're too far away from the pit window to jump onto mediums from here. We could box Lewis and put him on some hards, maybe. Let's see what the strategy says. So if we box Lewis, wow, the hards can last forever. So if we put Lewis on the hards, he can do the entire race. It's fine. Yeah, I kind of agree with your logic as well, Terence. I think you got the right idea. Probably box Lewis and leave George out. Either way, I don't want to double stack them, because if you double stack the drivers, I realize one gets severely screwed over. So probably be a good idea to box Lewis, I guess, for the hards. Yeah, I'm a bit stubborn. I really did want to go on the mediums, but hopefully we got the pace on the hard tires. So we'll box Lewis this lap then. Let's make sure it's correct. Yep. And where would he come out? He'll come out in 5th. So he won't lose too much track position, hopefully. And George, I'll just have to box him next lap. How far are we from the pits?
It's a big shunt, big shunt.
And you oh my days. Are you serious?
Now we see the Williams here.
Bro, what is Latifi's problem?
And there we see the crash.
You see this guy rigging the race so Max Verstappen can come back into things.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too bad.
They're not even disappointed. They're used to seeing Latifi crash on a regular basis. I was thinking of the double stack Brooker, but last time I did it, I think George lost like 5 or 6 seconds on the road, and it might be harder for him to overtake. So I'm gonna box Lewis and just tell George to stay out for another lap whilst they're not bunched up. Lewis in the pits. Let's go on board with him. Yep, Leclerc coming into the pits as well. Come on, guys. Quick stop, quick stop. Quick stop, quick stop. Nice, nice, guys. So now let's box our boy Russell as well, since we're going to be under the safety car. Pit options. And we're going to put you on the hards. Yep. Pit this lap. And other than Bottas, we held basically the net lead, so that's good. The only thing good about the safety car is we can also save some fuel. I tell Lewis to just take it easy with the tires. Conserve them. Go on board with George. Ooh, he's been picked up by the safety car. I think he might get screwed here. I think Brooker was right. I think Brooker might have been right to double stack. What sector are we in? I think George is in trouble. I think he might be in trouble. We'll see. Put Russell another set of softs. I was thinking about that, David, but then I don't know if everyone else is gonna just basically stay out. A lot of guys are going on to mediums. Ooh, wait. Okay, I think Leclerc was already on medium, so he'll have to pit again. Could do 2 soft stints, I guess. Probably be safer to put him on the hards if he's going to lose track position. Because now that we're going at the safety car speeds, he's going to get screwed. To be honest, Terrence, it's not too bad, you know. Like, I think the first 2-3 races, it's a bit overwhelming, but once you get used to all the interfaces and menus and you just take your time to kind of like read through it, it's fine, man. You'll be fine at this game, honestly. And you can sim it too, and I heard it doesn't have too many repercussions. Yeah, true. I think Bottas is just an outlier because he stayed out. I think he also didn't want to double stack behind Zhou Guanyu. So Russell's gonna box now. Ah, yeah, we're in trouble. Russell's gonna lose a hell of a lot of position here. He should have double stacked. Well, at least Lewis is still the net leader, but we've got to find a way to get Russell back into this. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't, man. Because last time I double stacked them and Russell got severely screwed over. He lost like 8 seconds. Yeah, he's screwed, man. Well, can the mediums go to the end of the race? Because I'm pretty sure Leclerc was already... Let's see. Track. Tire history. Charles was on soft and he's gone on to mediums. Yeah, that's a big gamble. I don't think he's going to be able to make that. I think the 2 Ferraris are going to have to box again. Perez is going to have to box again. Fernando could get to the end of the race. Pierre's going to have to box again. So no, they're not boxed. Okay. Mick's not boxed. Lando could go to the end. We need to clear him. Ocon, he can go to the end, but we can clear him. Max, that's a mistake from them as well. I don't think the mediums could do that. Daniel Ricciardo, well, hold on, Jesus, we really lost a lot of track position. Lost 13 places, goddamn. Okay.
Safety car in this lap.
Right.
Coming.
Wait, who locked up under the safety car? Who does that? Are they Roman Grosjean?
Accident.
Wait, who crashed?
Coming.
Let's
Bruv.
take a look at the replay.
Bruv.
Taking a look again.
What's going on?
It involves Sebastian Vettel. And that's
Oh
an off,
my
and a big
days.
off.
Under a safety car? You're kidding me. Well, that's one less competitor to worry about, I guess. Even though it doesn't really help our situation. So we're going to have to tell George to push.
Reduce, lift and coast.
Coming.
Safety car is in.
Yeah, I agree with you, Terrence. I think we're going to have to just tell George to make these hards work and just push. Alright, we'll go with Lewis for the restart because we also need to clear Bottas.
Just keep the pressure on. You can do this.
Understood.
Alright, come on, Lewis. Yeah, that's true, Brooker. I think there might be another opportunity for a safety car. If it does happen, then I think Russell will be in a good position because he won't have to box again. But more importantly, we kind of need to clear Bottas and hopefully use him as a buffer to Leclerc, because Leclerc's got a lot of pace today. Come on, Valtteri, don't hold up your OT, man. I know we did you dirty, but still, this isn't your fight. Round the outside. Sensational, no! Bottas cuts across. Come on, Lewis.
Yeah, copy. Temps are climbing. Temps are now climbing.
God damn it, everything's just falling to pieces. Come on, Lewis, you gotta clear this guy, man. You gotta clear this guy, this is critical. Come on, come on. Come on, Lewis. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get closer, Lewis. Come on. Ah, forgot DRS hasn't been re-enabled yet. Really need to get Bottas, man. Come on, Lewis. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, man. Around the outside, maybe. The switch back. Okay. Down the inside. Come on. Miss it. Wait. Oh, my. Come on, Lewis, man. What are you doing? My guy. And whilst this is happening, Leclerc's still within a second of us. We need to clear Bottas before the DRS gets enabled again. It's critical.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Well, George Russell's making back some places, which is good. Go on, Lewis. Commit, commit, commit. Do not get stuck behind that idiot. Nice one, Lewis. Perfect.
Really well executed.
Alright, now you gotta pull away, bro. That was the fun part. This is the hard part.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
So at least now, if we build a bit of a gap to Bottas, Bottas should hopefully hold up Leclerc, give us a bit of breathing room. Alright, so we'll leave Lewis to do his thing. In the meantime, let's go on board with Russell. I think he's squabbling with Zhou Guanyu.
DRS has been enabled.
And that was critical. That was the critical part. Getting ahead of Bottas before the DRS got enabled.
Good job there. Okay, so charge the pack.
Copy.
So do a lift and coast.
Copy. Just gonna need some lift and coast.
George should be a lot quicker than these guys, even though they're on medium tires and he's on hards. See how things pan out. There's a bit of a train here as well. Max is in the train, which is good. Max has had a really bad weekend, man. I mean, it's good for the championship. I won't complain, but bizarre to see him this far down in the grid. Oh, there are more upgrades, Mary. Interesting. Do you know what the upgrades are? Is it like a new front wing? Is it a floor? Let us know. Because I think with Singapore, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, it's a high downforce circuit, which suits the Mercedes. But then it's quite bumpy as well, which might not really suit the ground effects nature of the porpoising. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully they can be competitive at Singapore. Because to me, Singapore reminds me a lot of Monaco, you know, in terms of it being a really narrow street circuit with not really too many straights. Tell Lewis to save some fuel as well.
But hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
And what do you guys think is going to be the result for the Singapore Grand Prix? Let me get your predictions whilst we're here as well, guys. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to get pole? And who do you think is going to be on the podium? And will Latifi crash? That's another important question to ask you guys. What's kind of keeping George Russell kind of alive in this race? I think there's a huge train being caused by Sonoda. So as long as there's this train, I think we should be okay. The moment Sonoda gets kind of or pits or isn't part of this equation, then I think we're in trouble with Russell. Ooh, Max Verstappen crashes. Another safety car. Yes, Brooker, your prediction was correct.
Safety car, safety car.
We're gonna stay out. We're gonna stay out. And we're gonna save tires and fuel.
Got a car stopped on track.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car.
Let me see what
Take a
happened to
look
Max
now.
Verstappen.
Now here we
Oh
see
my god.
Max Verstappen.
Smoking on a Max Verstappen pack.
A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
Oh gosh, he crashed. He crashed. Now he's not gonna score any points.
And the team had such high hopes today.
Where's Winter Spice? Oh, where's Christian Horner? He's crying. I can see his tears flooding the circuit as we speak. Oh, this is a good situation for George. At least it kind of keeps him in the race.
With tyre temps at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that 2018 pole lap from Lewis is crazy. That's probably up there with like one of the best like laps of all time. Probably up there with Ayrton Senna's lap around what was it, Monaco. Hey, hopefully you're gonna be back soon, Brooker. We look forward to you joining us again. David said a black guy at Red Bull. I swear they got a black guy at Red Bull though, Dave. I swear there's like a guy with dreads at Red Bull. He's always like, he's that one like token black guy that's always there at Red Bull. The guy with the dreads. I don't know what his name is, but they definitely, I think in real life there definitely is like a black guy with dreads at Red Bull. Right, come on, George, pick up your pace, catch those McLarens ahead. Alpine, nice. So whilst the safety car is kind of good because it's gonna bunch up the pack, it's kind of bad for Lewis in a sense that his advantage he built to Leclerc is gonna not be as strong now that the race has been neutralized. And secondly of all, every time we get a safety car, it's gonna help the guys on the medium tires extend their stint, which is kind of of annoyance, isn't it? And to be fair as well, like I think we did interview on the podcast a guy called George Brown as part of the podcast on Stripping and Dipping, like a mechanical engineer at Red Bull 2. So whilst I might not love the team and some of the things that come out from the team, I can't say that their employment methodologies are not diverse, although I still think that there should be a lot more people of color in the grid hopefully in years to come. It's a tricky one because you want to see a variety of people on the grid. You don't just want to see the same sort of people from the same kind of backgrounds taking up all the jobs. But at the same time, you want the right people. You want people that are going to be excellent at the job, you know, and have the legacy that, you know, the likes of, for example, Adrian Newey's been able to have in the sport. So Russell's ERS has been fully charged. In fact, we're just gonna keep. In fact, we're gonna discontinue.
I need to charge the pack.
Yep.
just gonna keep it on that.
Charge the pack.
Yeah, copy.
And we're gonna fast forward a bit because kind of don't want the stream to just be us hiding behind the safety car for like 60 minutes. So skip it up.
Safety car in this lap.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm gonna tell Lewis. Lewis didn't even get a chance to save his ERS, man. Either way, I'm gonna put down neutral.
So stop and charge.
Understood.
Time to go balanced.
And think about left lifting coast. And we'll push.
Alright, safety cars coming in, guys.
Safety car in.
Alright, and deploy. And away we go. Green flag conditions, and we're back at it again. And luckily, Latifi's out of the race, so hopefully there's no more safety cars, because he's usually the core kind of cause of most safety cars in real life and in this game as well, unfortunately. So Lewis is off. Let's go on board with George. Tell George to close the gap.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Tires are getting hot.
Okay, copy that, Lewis.
Tell Lewis to take it easy with the tyres. Come on, George, come on. Make light work of these guys. Round the outside of Ricardo. Past Ricardo like he wasn't even there. It's incredible.
Great job.
Oh, somebody's locked up ahead. Alright,
It's
see if
a
we can get
race
Ocon.
position gained for Mercedes.
Come on, George, come on, George. Lewis has a nice gap to Leclerc. It's back to 1.5. So put it back on neutral. Ooh, round the outside. It's George Russell. Ah, he doesn't get the move done. Will he get it done maybe this time? It's alongside. Yeah, inside of Ocon there. What a sensational move. Oh. Ocon's coming back. Ocon holds it around the outside. I think George can have the higher ground going into the final turn. There we go. Great move from
Well
George. So George is fighting his way through the pack.
Moved up a place.
And this is what I was talking about as well, this little Sonoda train. So we're almost at the front of it now, which is good. As we're going to get past... Norris chops us off. If Russell can get ahead of this Sonoda train by the next couple of laps, we could still be in for a double podium today. Hopefully, because I think Sainz doesn't really have much pace. It looks like he's going to get held up by Bottas, which will work in our favour. Come on, George, come on. Ooh, he gets a really good run
Open
there.
as much as you can.
Yeah, copy.
Tyres are overheating though. I have to tell him to just peg it down a notch. Come on, George. You need to clear these guys, man. You can't be getting stuck behind Norris if you want to have a chance to get a podium today. Line him up like you did with Ocon.
DRS has been enabled.
Ooh, come on, George, come on. He's gonna send it. He sends it. What a move by George. Back in the points.
Definitely broke your game here. Well done. Proud of you.
Couldn't agree more with Ricardo there. Sweet, get the move done on Schumacher as well. Jeez.
Position gained for Mercedes.
Russell's driving like a man possessed. Love to see it. Ooh! Oh no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sonoda, no. Oh, the race has been red flagged.
Red flag, red flag.
Copy.
Here's the replay.
Jesus.
Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda.
Man, what is it with all the Red Bull agents today taking us out?
Nasty crash there.
Oh,
The team
no.
are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
I wonder if Russell's car is going to be fixable. Right, so red flag active, session suspended. Teams can make limited changes to the cars before the session restarts. You may not serve any penalties. Okay, fair enough. It's just going to be dry by the time we return. Right, so let's figure out the situation with Russell first, because we need to know if his car is damaged or not. So, neither of your drivers have retired from the race. Okay, fine. So with Lewis, how many laps do we have left? One lap 26. Okay, how many laps can mediums do? Okay, well, so we'll strap some mediums onto Hamilton's car then. So that's fine. We'll confirm. Russell. Oh no, poor Russell. Is there any damage to this car? Damage, none. Okay, so it looks like Russell's car, or at least the front wing's okay. But it's not really the front wing I'm concerned about. It's the side pods, which might have been damaged by Yuki Tsunoda being an absolute madman. But I agree with Mary. I think maybe we should go onto the mediums with him as well. Give them both fresh tires. And let's see, lap 26.
The restart is moments away as the race continues.
Ah, the Ferraris have gone on softs. Interesting.
And it's lights out.
So they're gonna have to stop again.
Go.
The playlist.
So just charge that pack.
So Lewis
Keep doing this job.
still ahead of the Ferraris. They will
It's the
definitely
race
have to stop
position
again.
gained for Mercedes.
Doing a very good job.
Let's go on board with Russell. Russell's making some positions up as well. Side by side with Perez.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Wow, what a comeback drive from Russell.
This is good stuff.
Oh, Russell does have damage. And it's the chassis that's damaged, but it's only minor damage. So we get away from that crash with Tsunoda. Bit luckily. It's always Tsunoda, isn't it? He's always up to no good. Alright, and Hamilton sustains his gap. 1.2 seconds.
So watch out for DRS.
Copy.
Charge the pack.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Alright, it's going to tell Russell to charge his pack. Lewis is complaining about overheating, but he's just going to have to live with that because there's nothing else we can really do. And yeah, medium tires should get us to the end of the race. I think Mary's call was absolutely spot on. I know Leclerc and Sainz are definitely going to have to pit. I think they've done a Ferrari strategy here. So we'll leave Lewis do his bit. Let's go on board with George. See what kind of like fighting with Bottas here. Tell him to push.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
Come on, George. You can't be getting overtaken by Alfa Romeos, bro. I think on strategy, we'll be able to outdo the Ferraris, but if we could do it on track, that would be more convincing. I think there's a sound glitch as well, guys. Hold on. Oh, I can't even pause it. Okay, hold on. I can hear like a sound like a car going through a pit on the pit limiter. It's really annoying. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the stream as well, but I paused it. Let's resume. Nah, I can still hear it. Either way, we'll just have to continue. Come on, George. You really have to get past Bottas. Two Ferraris are fighting each other too, so that's going to help Lewis out. In fact, let's go on board with them. Little Ferrari action. If Terrence is still in here. Yo, MJ, Latifi, and Sonoda just crashed. And Max Verstappen too. Max Verstappen crashed as well. Now we got the two Ferraris fighting each other. So kicking off, guys. Alright, come on. Come on, Russell. We need to get past Bottas here. Keep it in this view. I know, right? Max crashed. Let's go. Come on, George. Come on. You need to get ahead of Valtteri Bottas. That's not even a joke. Perfect. Now you just need to catch up to the Ferraris.
Well done.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Russell with the fastest lap as well.
And there's the fastest.
That's critical. Russell starting to wheel in the Ferraris. It's getting nice and tasty. That's a true point, MJ. Yeah, for once, Max Verstappen won't win. Oh, there's another yellow flag. Who's crashed? Who has crashed? Who's the victim?
Accident.
Coming.
Oh, it's Schumacher. Schumacher
Let's
crashed
see
as
what
well.
happened there. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Jesus.
That crash is terrible news for the
Oh, man. People are having a stinker today. David, man, where's the howler alert?
team. Was a bitter blow for the team.
I
And
need
it
a
may have
hashtag
really
howler
hurt
in chat.
their overall chances.
Nice. Russell's right on the back of the two Ferraris too.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
I tell him to save some battery whilst he's in the slipstream of these Ferraris, and then when the batteries charge, we're gonna tell him to send it.
And increase a lift and coast.
Copy.
And whilst this is happening, Lewis is just extending his gap, which is good. I love to see it. David with the howler, Mary with the hashtag howler, and MJ with Lewis is the GOAT. Yes, sir. You're not wrong about that too. Wow. Ferrari are so silly. They should be telling like Sainz and Charles to stop fighting. They're costing each other position. Like Russell was at least 3 seconds behind these guys, and look how closely he's caught up to them in the space of a lap because they're fighting so hard. It's ridiculous. Oh, thank you, MJ, man. Hopefully one day, bro. You never know. You never know. A lot of people say that I've got the voice for it, but I don't know, bro. I just kind of comment in my own way. Yeah, in fact, let me do my best Crofty impersonation. Right, and we got George Russell, and he's right on the back of Carlos Sainz. He wants to try and make up for lost ground earlier when he got screwed over by the safety car. Either way, he's in the slipstream of Carlos Sainz. I think he's been told to save some ERS because he's going to go for a huge push once the battery is fully charged. And at Ferrari, things are at no cost any better as Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc fight each other for track position whilst Lewis Hamilton drives off into the distance like it's a Sunday morning stroll. And the Ferraris go side by side. Who's going to get it? Leclerc on the inside, and he gets overtaken by Sainz. Absolute scenes at Maranello as the two Ferrari drivers fight each other over. Oh, thank you, Mary. Hey, I would happily take over Paul de Resta's spot. I would happily take over Paul de Resta's spot, man. That guy just, yeah. Let's just say he's not the most adored commentator on Sky Sports panel. Put it that way. Murray Walker, you know, geez, that's a very high standard, Mary. Murray Walker was one of the greats when it came to commentary. He literally called it out as he saw it, and he's just so passionate as well in the way he would deliver his lines. And his nose wasn't blocked like mine's either, so that also helps. Wow, what are Ferrari doing? Why are they going side by side into every corner? They're gonna crash eventually.
Tires are getting hot.
Hey, Fab.
Alright, Lewis, take it easy. Don't destroy those tires now. So I don't want to hear Bono, my tires are gone, with like 30 laps remaining. Might as well tell Lewis to save some energy as well.
And just charge the pack.
Understood.
Oh, Sainz is going for the move down the inside of Leclerc. Will he make it stick? Down the inside he goes. What a move from Sainz. Again, don't really understand the logic of the two Ferrari drivers fighting each other so hard. They're losing ground to Lewis and actually backing themselves into Russell. Gonna give Russell the command to chase after them. Gonna go on board with George Russell.
Reduce, lift and coast.
Copy.
Hey, man like Donny in the chat as well. What's going on, bro? So glad to see you back, bro. Oh man, football commentators are in a different league, MJ. They're so passionate. Hey, nice to see you back as well, Brooker. So, you're actually right, man. There was another safety car caused by Sonoda hitting a wall. He absolutely crashed into the wall and then bounced onto the track and took George Russell with him. Thankfully, George Russell only has a bit of side pod damage, I think, or chassis damage. But yeah, there's a red flag. So it's the first red flag I've ever had in this game, which was really weird to see. Oh, and Max crashed as well, yeah. How could I forget that Max crashed? And man, it was a really emphatic crash as well. It wasn't a small crash, it was a really big crash with the barrier. And Latifi crashed as well, so all the usual suspects. Right, we're going to tell Lewis to pick up his pace now, because it's in the DRS of...
And think about less lifting coast.
Yep.
Charles Leclerc here. I don't want to hear any more complaining from Lewis about tyres. Because he's had a lot of time to just chill out at the front, put his feet up. Go on, George. Go on, George, round it out. Ah, he backs out. Haha, Donny, same here as well, man, same here. As much as it's been a bit kind of up and down recently with the quality of the races, it still does feel weird, doesn't it, when, like, you know, the weekends come and there's no Formula 1 to watch at all. It is a strange one. Right, come on, Russell. I'm going to tell Lewis to go into neutral with his ERS harvesting.
Start the charge.
Damn. And Russell still couldn't get past. Oh my gosh, the match crash was crazy. And hold on, where's Stroll? Wouldn't put past him. I mean, he is in a train with Vettel and Albon, so anything could happen there. But either way, that's not our race. Oh, you're out at the moment. Damn, MJ, man, you're committed. Come on, George, man. This thing that actually frustrates me with George in this game, he's very hesitant when it comes to overtaking people. Can tell Lewis to push as well. Just want Lewis to basically be a second ahead of Sainz, so he's not in our DRS. And ideally, I would love Russell to get past the two Ferraris, although they're on soft tyres, so I don't believe they're going to make it to the end of the race. Even for us, getting to the end of the race is quite marginal on mediums. But I don't want to take any gambles.
That is fastest lap.
Nice lap from Lewis. Hopefully he should have a 1 second gap now. 1.2 second gap to Sainz. That's nice. And tell Lewis go easy with the fuel as well.
And think about increasing the lifting coast just a little.
Damn, 40 to 19 degrees, that's crazy, man. That is quite a radical change in temperature. And as Mary said, yeah, Yuki had a bit of a Yuki moment as well. Hit the wall and then bounced back onto the track and collected George. Thankfully for George, I think he's got a bit of chassis damage. Move this out of the way. I think his chassis has some minor damage, probably why he's a bit slow compared to the Ferraris too, but he's doing really well to stick with the Ferraris and just fight them. Really proud of George, considering he got screwed over in the first pit stop. Tyres are starting to overheat though, so we're going to have to tell him to back off the pace shortly. Ooh, another driver locked up. Who could it be? Who could it be? I think it's Zhou. Oh, another safety car.
There's contact. It's chaos on the track.
Ooh,
Let's
what's
take a
happened here,
closer
guys?
look. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Oh no!
And that's a big smash. Well, a
Oh no!
Safety car.
These tires could make it to the end of the race, so I'm not even so worried about that. Yeah, I'm not going to take any gambles with the safety cars, guys. I'm going to leave them both out. So Lewis, definitely, you're going to stay out. George as well, you can stay out. If we box George, where would he come out? 10th? Oh yeah, no, we can't do that with him. Definitely cannot do that with George. So, tell them to conserve.
Okay.
It's all kicking off though. Like, how many crashes have there been? Mary said, forgot about K-Mag. True. He's another one of the usual suspects. But I actually think it was one you showed that locked up and took him out. I think that's why he's got a penalty as well.
Please increase lift and coast.
But Magnussen's out of the race.
So discharge that pack.
It'll be interesting to see what the Ferraris do as well. They definitely can't pit behind the safety car because they're going to lose track position now that we're going at the safety car speeds. We have 4 retirements from the race so far. So first it was Latifi, then Verstappen, then Zhou, then Magnussen. So who's going to be next? Mary saying Stroll. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I really wouldn't. So I'm going to fast forward a bit, guys. Don't want to just watch cars idling behind the safety car. It's not the most interesting thing in the world. So that's 1 lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Yep.
Let's see what happens, guys. It's going to be interesting. That's for damn sure. I'll be amazed as well if the Ferraris can get to the end of this race on those softs. That in itself would be a miracle. MJ says, Mary with a prediction. Bro, usually she's not wrong though, so she could be absolutely right. Stroll could be the next victim of retirement. As we're about to get this race underway. Tell Lewis to pick up his pace a bit. And again, build a gap. So whilst Lewis drives away from Leclerc and Sainz, really need Russell to start doing his job. Overtake these guys. And we got Saltfish Patty not too far behind as well, Mary. It's true, Donny. I can't even disagree with JR on that one. It's so true. Like, Latifi actually crashes at every single like
Struggling
track.
with
It's
tyre
crazy.
temps at the moment.
Yeah, roger.
Alright, Lewis, take it easy. Take it easy, buddy. Got a nice little gap to the guys ahead, 1.8. So he doesn't need to push as hard. It's a good question as well, Brooker. Let's have a look. Ooh, the Ferraris are in the 70s. And there's just over 22 laps remaining. So, be interesting to see whether they hang it out or whether or not they box. If they box, that's immediately track position and Mercedes 1-2 for us. If they stay out, George is going to have to do it the hard way. At the moment, it doesn't look like he's got the pace with the damage he's got to the chassis. Ooh, George is getting really close. Let's go on board. Come on, George. Send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it. Ah, this guy. He's so frustrating. Honestly, Russell really needs to step up his overtake game. I agree, Donny. I agree. I think if he was in a different series, maybe he'd be okay, but I just don't think he's fast enough for F1, man.
So watch out for DRS.
Copy.
Hey Jess, what's going on? Nice to see you inside here as well. And yes, it is Singapore as well. We're going ahead of time, and hopefully this is going to be the case. Lewis ahead, with George Russell hunting down the two Ferraris for a podium. Could you imagine Latifi in F4 as well? That would be hilarious.
DRS has been enabled.
Alright, let's see what the gap is. So Lewis has a healthy margin to Sainz, so I don't think we have to worry about Lewis. And Brooker says they'll stay out. Man, I hope not. But if they do, then I guess Russell's just going to have to do things the hard way. Ooh, okay, is that team orders? Is that Leclerc, or is that Sainz being told he has to let pass Leclerc? Very sus there. Ferrari doing Ferrari things as usual. Come on, George. Come on, mate. Go for a move, man. You're killing me with anticipation here. Aw, thank you so much as well, Jess. Yeah, if people could like the stream, obviously it helps. We're trying to grow the channel and obviously grow a nice community with all of you guys part of it. So it's always great. But yeah, just it means a lot to have you guys support as well, man. It's
Just
so much fun.
charge the pack, concentrate on that.
Copy.
I tell George to just take it easy because this guy's not making no moves. I get that his car's damaged. Oh, Jess, you absolutely missed it as well. Like, Latifi crashed and caused a safety car. Then Max crashed and caused a safety car. Then Tsunoda crashed, bounced back onto the circuit, and then clipped George Russell. So now George has chassis damage. So George is basically trying to do the ultimate comeback from hell as his chassis got damaged from a clip with Tsunoda here. So Red Bull have thrown all their agents out to try and take us out of the race today. But thankfully, Sir Lewis has been untouched. George Russell, a bit worse for wear, but he's still in the fight for a podium today, which would be splendid. Yeah, I think that's the camera angle too. I do like the graphics though. That's the one thing I think they got right on F1 Manager. We're going to go on an off-board shot of Russell. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like a glitch in the background of a car stuck on the pit limiter. I think it's a sound bug. And it's every time I go on the onboard view of either of the cars, I get that kind of noise. So, Lewis doing an amazing job. Gap now 2.8 seconds. I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit, because it does looks like Russell's gonna get stuck behind there with the damage he's got, unfortunately. But we'll see. Aw, no worries, guys. You know, you guys are part of the family. You guys are part of this community. You guys are always shouting me out, and always, you know, like having great conversations with me and other people in the chat as well. So, yeah, happy to promote you guys as moderators. Absolutely. Right, Lewis has got the gap to 3 seconds. Jeez. So Lewis is going in. Right, so let's tell George to attack and use some ERS as well. Let's go on board with him. Come on, George, man. He's so tantalizingly close to the Ferraris too, but it's just like he doesn't want to make a move. I don't know if he's holding back. I don't know if it's the damage. He's just not going for the moves. Come on there, George. Come on, come on. And I guess his advantage is kind of neutralized as well, because this Ferrari is getting the toe of the Ferrari in front and they're working as a team. Oh, George gets a good run. George gets a good run. Mate! Mate! Attack on the inside. Oh, man. We really need to upgrade George's aggressive stat, because he's not aggressive enough. He just doesn't go for moves. In the meantime, Lewis is like 4 seconds down the road. Yeah. I think it's Japan that has the really crazy start time as well. But apparently Singapore has an odd start time as well, because it's a night race. And MJ's back as well. So we're just on board with George Russell here, hoping that he makes a move. Ooh, he's really close. Come on, George. Come on, George, come on. Ah, that's a perfect run. Mate, come on, man. If he doesn't overtake them by the next couple of laps, I'm just going to give up on George. Because this guy's not doing anything, man. He's just stuck. But the Japanese Grand Prix is always a bit of a crazy one too, Jess. Because at least in the UK, I think we have to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch it. It's a crazy start time. Come on. MJ said George needs to be more aggressive. I agree, man. He's just basically behind these Ferraris like they're his friends or something. Or like somebody's paid him to not go past them. Like, he's so close. We told him to up the pace. We told him to burn as much fuel as he wants. We told him to use as much energy as he wants. And he's just stuck. 1 AM. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. So basically it's going to be a late night for you then. And that's the sad thing. Like, you'll probably have work the following day as well. So it's either watch the Japanese Grand Prix, I have like a really bad like night sleep, or don't watch the race, and then it's probably the race that will have all the drama and spice that you're looking for. So it's a tough one. I'm just going to tell George to just chill out, and I'm going to fast forward a bit, because he's not making no moves. I don't know why he's stuck behind these Ferraris. Either way, we're going to fast forward a bit. Hopefully can get some sleep after, Jess. I know if I had to watch a race and then go to sleep at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd be out like a light. I can't lie. Ooh, another crash.
Crash here.
Yep.
Ah, crud.
Yellow, yellow.
Come on.
You need to box. Ah, it's too late to get him to commit. God damn. Hold on. Let's try it. You got nothing to lose here with George, really. Oh, we don't have any new softs. Those are fairly new. Let's see if he boxes this lap. Right. Is he gonna box? Nah, he's not gonna box. Okay, cool. We're gonna cancel the pit stop then. So cancel. Cancel the pit stop. So you're just gonna stay out.
Safety car, safety car.
Yep, ignore. Ignore. Conserve.
We've
Conserve.
had a crash.
Oh, it was Zhao.
Let's take a look at the replay.
It was Zhao.
Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
Oh, he locks up and goes head on.
Crash.
God damn. It's not looking good for the back runners.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Oh no, that's like half of Brooker's budget gone. Because I know Brooker's doing a career mode with Alfa Romeo. Okay, only 8 AM your time. Donny, where are you based by the way? I've never asked. Hey, an Albanian Grand Prix would be pretty cool as well, man. I'll tune into that. I'm gonna tell George to save some energy and tires. Oh, is it 4 AM, Mary? Jesus. It's like 1 hour earlier than I even thought initially.
Charger packed.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, Boston, I see. And what's like the time difference between Boston and New York? Are they different time zones between those two states? I know if Mike was here, he'd be grilling me because of my geography, but screw Mike. Alright, so we've got 10 laps to go. If the Ferraris pit here, I'm gonna be concerned. If the Ferraris don't pit, then I guess it just keeps the race the same. Oh, okay, I see. Same time zone. Okay. I got you guys. Haha. Hey, MJ, don't diss me, bro. I got an A-star in geography. I mean, it's not the best, but yeah, it's not that bad. Oh, and the safety car is miles away from where Lewis is. This could get interesting. I know, Brooker, I know. I was tempted to box Russell, but we don't have any new soft tires. I love how it's your boy Zhou Guan Yu as well that crashed Brooker. For those who don't know as well, Brooker has a gaming channel, as his code name suggests, and he's doing a career mode with Alfa Romeo. It's really fascinating. You guys need to watch that one too. And yeah, in all the ones I've seen, basically Bottas is the one lifting up the team, and Charles is always the one that's crashing. So, oh man, it's kind of funny to see Brooker get angry with Zhou Guan Yu at times. Had 5 retirements, Jesus. I don't think we've ever had so many retirements in a race before. Right. This is getting a bit Abu Dhabi-ish to me, if you get where I'm coming from. Alright, bro, cool. We'll catch you soon, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us as always.
Safety car is in this lap.
When F1's on, I'm not available. Hey, fair game, fair game. That is fair game, Donny. I can't even disagree with you on that. Right, so we're gonna tell Lewis to pick up his pace.
Just push.
Let's go on board with Lewis.
And think about less lifting coast.
Safety car is in the pits.
Alright, deploy.
Cover.
MJ, you'd be amazed, man. There's lots of amazing women that watch Formula 1 as well, bro. Like, it's a very unilateral sport, so there's so many people that can watch it, get into it. I think MJ will be surprised as well when he learns that Red Bull's head strategist is a female as well. But yeah, man, women do some amazing stuff, you know, and I'm just so proud of all the women that I know. Right, so Lewis is gonna jump off in the distance. Gonna tell Leclerc, or gonna tell George even, to fully attack. Just go on board with George.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Hey, that's good to hear as well, Donny. You know what they say, happy wife, happy life. Oh man, but it's good as well, man. It must be fun having, like, you know, somebody you can watch the races with. And you know, like, when my ex, she was like a Lando Norris fan, so when we were watching it in 2020 together, and like Lando would get a podium here, a podium there, I think she was more excited than I was seeing Lewis clench his 7th at the time, which is always quite funny.
Cool the tires as much as you can.
Okay.
Go on, go on, go on, Russell, go on, send it, send it, send it, send it. Yes, Russell. Oh, come on, yes. What a move, sensational stuff from Russell there. P3 for Russell.
Definitely broke your game here. Well done. Proud of you.
Excellent. I agree with Riccardo Mosconi there.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
And Jess, not at the moment. I think we've got something lined up next weekend. There's like a African Caribbean history museum. I think it's in Kent, or like it's basically on the outskirts of London, which have like an exhibition museum showing you all the stuff about like Black history and Caribbean culture, African culture and stuff like that. So yeah, we might do that next weekend. That should be a lot of fun. But this weekend I've just been chilling out, to be fair.
Tires are getting hot.
Roger.
Right, Lewis, take it easy. I could just tell Lewis to just go easy until the end of the race. Ooh, Russell on the outside. Oh my god, is Russell gonna get the move done?
Increase in lifting coast just a little.
Ah, close. Not quite close enough, but close.
So watch out for DRS.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Go on, George, go on. MJ, you should be happy that Liverpool don't have any games until October, man. Because your team's going through like an injury crisis right now, isn't it? Like, there's a few players that are injured, so if there are no matches, it gives them more time to recover.
You can use DRS.
Oh, Mary, of course not. I'd never cheat on you. Always have a place in my heart for you, Mary. Don't worry. You always have a place in my heart. Right, we're going to tell George to attack again. So I think he can get Leclerc. He looks faster now. Oh, what a move down the inside. Simply lovely. And Leclerc goes through.
Great job.
Leclerc. Russell even goes through. Donny says, as long as Dens doesn't do a Checo, you're safe, Mary. Listen. Oh man, I remember Georgina went in on Sergio Perez for the scandal. Right, gonna tell George just to take it easy, go neutral. And guys, it looks like we might have another Mercedes 1-2. So I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Let's keep an eye out on the gap. Wow, George is actually pulling away from Leclerc, that's good. I'm gonna tell him to just take it easy with the pace. Oh, MJ is something different. My guy said he did a knee slide and nearly broke his ankle. I'm done. Aw, Jess, I'm in the same boat as well. I wish I had somebody that I can actually watch the Formula 1 races with. It'd be so cool. But wait, like, isn't your boyfriend into F1, Jess? If not, you should be. Okay guys, we're 2 laps away from Mercedes 1-2. When we get onto lap 61, we're going to go on board with Sir Lewis Hamilton to take the checkered flag. So I think Lewis is going to cross the line now.
We just got 1 lap remaining.
Nice, going to go on board with Lewis. What a sensational drive from the GOAT. Shakespeare at the wheel, Walt Disney. Black Panther, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Martin Luther King. Literally all of the amazing people. Lewis Hamilton, the GOAT, is symbolic of. He goes through sector 1. It's been a really good drive. He's not made any mistakes today. He has a commanding lead over his teammate Russell, which also had a good drive today. He's looked after his tyres. He's got the freshest tyres in the entire field. The absolute tyre whisperer. He's got the fastest lap. It's been an absolutely sensational performance from the GOAT. He's in his element. Comes round the Singapore sling and the hairpin to come round the final time for the second sector. Coming into the third sector, he brings the car over to the right, then the left, then the right again. Under the bridge, and Sir Lewis Hamilton is going to take the checkered flag. Comes around the final corner. The GOAT, Sir Lewis Hamilton, wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's go.
So we have checkered flag now.
Thank you so much for all the hard work, guys.
It was an awesome job today. Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Excellent. Excellent. Mercedes 1-2. And I couldn't have done it without you guys either, because I think Mary is the one to even say put Lewis and George on the mediums when we had that red flag. And look, it's paid off. Another Mercedes 1-2. And our biggest championship rival, Max Verstappen, not scoring any points either. What a sensational day for the Silver Arrows and 8-time world champion Sir Lewis Hamilton. Let's get into this podium.
This is a result truly worthy of a champion for Lewis Hamilton.
Message to AMG-Mercedes Petronas.
Imagine how chuffed they must be. A podium is a real feat, and it's been accomplished in style.
If you've got any vacancies for engineer role, holler your boy AMG Dens. I'm waiting for my invitation and contract. Thank you. as Lewis lifts up
The
the
highly
trophy.
decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium.
Sensational. Absolutely sensational result. Thank you, MJ. Yeah, Mercedes won too.
But there we have all three drivers that are taking home the silverware along with the most valuable points.
I really hope so too, Donny. It'd
This
be
was a good
amazing
weekend for
if we get that
Mercedes,
result.
with the results to match.
This was thrilling to watch. They've done an excellent job and they deserve all the plaudits.
At the end of the weekend, it's second place in the constructor standings for them.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
Alright guys, so Lewis gets the fastest lap, George Russell in second. Where are we in the Drivers' Championship? Ooh, Lewis is second in the Drivers' Championship. Only a couple of points really behind Charles Leclerc. He needs 37 points and we've got how many races left? We've got 4 races left after this one, so it's going to be tight. But it's not over, guys, it's not over. If we can get George and Lewis to get P1 and P2 in every single race and take points off of Leclerc, Lewis could secure another World Drivers' Championship. How do we do in the Constructors today as well? Okay, so we jumped Red Bull in the Constructors, obviously with Max getting a DNF. I think this one's going to be a bit tighter for us to achieve. I don't believe we're going to be able to catch Ferrari, but never say never. As you've seen in this game, practically anything and anything will happen. So, can't write it off completely, but my focus for this season is getting Sir Lewis Hamilton his rightfully deserved World Championship. So, let's do that. We've got 375 points for Lewis. That's going to get us 1 development point. 1 development point for Russell as well, which we need because he's not aggressive enough. And, well, De Vries is just chilling. Okay, so continue that. God damn. We need to restructure our bonus systems as well because we earned $5 million in sponsorship money, but we had to pay our $3.2 million in bonuses for Lewis and George finishing on the constructors. So we only take away a lonely $1.7 million, which is not really a lot of money for an outfit like Mercedes. So we definitely need to do something on that. As much as I love Lewis, the one thing I think I'll be relieved about is his wage bill. He's so expensive, but he's worth every single penny. Absolutely. So at Suzuka next, guys, as I mentioned before, we don't have any more new parts coming to the car. We finished developing the car for the season. All of our resources are focused on next season. In terms of the drivers, it looks like we can basically help them with their development. So, in fact, we'll come back to this, because I think Bono usually gives us some insight into things that could be improved. So we've got a financial report. I'll look at that outside of the stream. The board are really high in confidence with us after our 1-2 performance. Jared Murphy's contract comes to end in 3 months, so soon we're going to have to consider either giving him a new contract or looking elsewhere in the market for a new head of aerodynamics, since he's been okay, but he could have been better. The headlines are lapping it up. Sir Lewis Hamilton takes another dominant race win. Board confidence is high. And usually Bono says something. Where's Bono? Oh, there he is. So, yada 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 yada. He's saying that from our telemetry, the engine cooling could be improved compared to other cars. We noticed that the braking performance of Sir Lewis Hamilton could be improved. We should consider developing him in this area, as they've gained enough experience to make them a well-rounded driver. Fair enough. So, thank you, Peter Bonington. Lol. It's crazy. I never called him Peter, you know. I just referred to him as Bono. Completely forget that's his first name sometimes. Either way. So let's go to the drivers then. And they said Lewis's braking could be improved. So we'll give him a bonus on that. And George, your aggression needs to be a bit more. Yeah, his aggression is average and it needs to be higher. So let's give him a point for overtaking. Hopefully make him a better overtaker. And Nick De Vries is just chilling. Oh, he's got a development point as well. Okay. Smoothness. Just give him some smoothness. Although I feel we probably will replace Nick de Vries. I think for a driver of his age, maybe we can get somebody, or a driver of his level, 74. You could probably look in the market for a Drogovic or somebody like that. Let's have a look actually. I think we scouted Drogovic as well the other day. His first name's Felipe, isn't it? Felipe Drogovic. So look, Felipe is 70 rated, so he's only 4 points lower than Nick de Vries, and he's only 22 years old, and Nick de Vries is 27. So maybe we should look to get Drogovic in as a reserve, but we've not got all the money in the world right now, so that we'll probably have to wait for a bit. But be interesting to get Drogovic in, you know, and I think as well he deserves to be in F1, you know, and as part of a team. I know he is because he's been signed by Aston Martin in real life, but I think we should slap him up and replace Nick de Vries with Drogovic. And Jess said, is there any upgrades? No upgrades. We're just focusing all of our research and development to next year's car. So we've got a project going on for the chassis, a project going for the underfloor, and a new project for the front wing. So all of this research is going to help us develop next year's car and make it hopefully a lot more competitive. So yeah, that's going to be fun. If the upgrade is another car color change, I would scream. Hey, if I could change colors, I definitely would, and I'd bring back the black livery for the Mercedes, because yeah, that's super cool. But guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm actually going to stream again in 12 minutes. We're going to do another episode of the GOAT Mode Championship by popular demand by you guys. So guys, I'll catch you like literally in 10 minutes. In the meantime, oh, it's for Mary? Okay, my bad, Jess. I thought it was for me. Either way, yeah, guys, I will catch you in like 10 minutes. Let me just go and get a nice cold drink, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes with F1 2022 in me and Lewis's fight for the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship on F1 22. I'll be back in a bit, guys. Catch you in a second.